Hello, Horace back with another episode of the Rome 2 campaign, the Republic of Rome. Last time we finished our first Punic War, and we gained for ourselves all of the islands of the Western Mediterranean. So now what we have to do is consolidate them. This may prove difficult if, say, Massilia, which luckily has good relations with me, or the Illyrian Empire off to the east decides to declare war. It looks like they got their own problems for now, so that might keep them preoccupied. My other concern is some of these Celtic and Gallic factions. Well, Celtic more than Gallic, but tomato, tomato. Might come in and take out this Illyrian Empire while it's weak. And before I get a chance to. If that happens, then it may make my fights to the east far more difficult. However, if I gang up with some of the Greek factions against them, maybe it will be a little less so. At any rate, right now, we are watching the last of the Carthaginian forces evacuate Sicily and head back towards Africa, which is going to be probably their setup for new conquest, perhaps even in Spain. Maybe they'll try their luck against Massilia. My hope is maybe they can actually win some territory from Massilia. As much as I have good relations with them, they are another empire in the making, and I don't necessarily want that continuing. We got some decent armies, it looks like. Half stacks. Definitely half stacks. Nifty armor. Anyway, alright, so for the time being, though, probably a good idea not to wage war. We need to consolidate what we gained and get it back under control. Public order is not looking good, and we want to do something about that. Oh, and, of course, the food problem. So, here we go. Here we go. I don't know why, but my computer's especially sluggish today. I don't know what happened. I'm curious to see what's going on in the east. Some of the big players over there might be vying to create a massive Asian empire. I see Athens is heading up towards Iater. Well, that's... Oh, I guess they probably hired mercenaries. I was going to say, that's kind of weird. The Illyrian Confederation might rebound. But I no longer have an alliance with them. That guy's talking over me. I got my sound turned down, so I can't actually hear that. So, dang. Against Rhaetia? No. No wars for now. Interesting, they abandoned Iater. Why? Why would you abandon Iater? Okay. Suetonia Fronto. A young boy with an uncanny resemblance to a member of your family has appeared. Uh-oh. He claims to be the man's son by the daughter of another patrician family. I can't really send him away. Can't do nothing, that would be terrible. Go ahead and adopt him. Why not? Lentulus is still wounded. Tiberius Julius Nero, member of my family, will become military tribune. Oh, dang.
What do you wish of me?
Cartaginensis faction destroyed the Illyrian Confederation. That one I didn't sure see, did I? Corrales Cool. So I can move the fledgling little army out of that city, and it should be able to defend itself. Ooh, or not. It's majority my culture, but it's got -8, so I think at the moment I'm going to leave it be. Make another amphitheater. We don't need that here. So, fishmonger, tis. There we go. Really? Well, auditorium. It's gonna limit public order, dang it. Oh, we'll do docks. Give ourselves a military port in this sea here. Which makes me think. That's what, Lilybium? We got a temple here being built. We need more food, unfortunately. You know what? I know I destroyed the building that was there, and it was definitely a military building. I guess probably I should have kept it there and built farms over at Syracuse. Syracuse is a big city. I would rather not. We'll do farms, villas. Load up some food here. Head back to Syracuse with them.
Ready for orders.
Legio for Gemana under Nero, or Gemina. Don't really have the forces to build up a new legion yet. I want to make a Hastati legion out of one of these. Not Hastati, but a Soki legion. The 5th Herculia with Cursor in a Legatus. I don't know how I got a Legatus, but I got a Legatus. War dogs. They're fun. Soki Hastati. He's got a pretty force. I'd really not like to... You know what, I'll wait on that. Just for now. And I'll send her outside of Syracuse, and we'll start doing our manage corruption thing. Maybe earn a tad more money. And yeah, protect against attacks. Might be useful considering our close proximity to Carthage. Alright. I want to take out that... No, that's interesting. An Athenian colony. Okay. And there's a full stack of Massilia. I guess we'll see what they do. They do have the ability to march through my lands. Maybe they'll assist me in taking out that rebel army. Maybe they'll double cross me. That'll be fun too. And I'm lying, it would not be fun. Alright, Lentulus is back. Double cropping. Yeah. More food. Cardiganensis. Yeah. Rebellion in that place. we'll just generally do that. I got a new general. See who he is here in a second. Cool, temple's finished at Syracuse. A bossum has manipular barracks and a civil settlement, so that should stabilize a bit more. Cassentia has farms, which we need to address. Definitely doing that.
We hunger for battle.
Okay, that's looking better. It's starting to get taken care of. Slowly, squalor's going down. Cultural differences are... yeah, provincial instability is the thing that's going away, so that'll work. Security against all Asian attacks. Latrines, which ultimately I want to build in Rome, because of that right there, despite the fact that it doesn't really have all that much. Its hero building, for lack of a better term, is the Cloaca Maxima, which of course goes in Rome, so that's where I'm putting it. But here, both from entertainment, and I do have an amphitheater here, I'm doing fountains. That's for sure. And auxiliary barracks. Because we can. Yeah, that looks better. A 4 Hastati, Principe unit, a Rurari plebs, and 2 levies. Yeah, those plebs make a big difference though, of course. Alright. Cool. Starting to look better.
Ready for battle.
Don't really want to limit cost, but that does give me more growth in industry. Yeah, we'll just do it. That way we finish off the first tier of buildings all the way around. That'll be nice. Nice to have.
We hunger for battle.
I guess since the war is over, we'll get rid of these relatively expensive cav. I don't need them.
We hunger for battle.
That's what, a unit of Silky Equites, Silky Extraordinari, regular Equites. Those are expensive, comparatively speaking, but not by much, really. I want to get rid of one so I can make Onager at this army. Or not Onager, but Balliste. I can't get Onager yet. Now, speaking of which, when can I do that? Right there. 9 oh, yeah, we're just gonna get a Balliste. We're not gonna wait for that. Get rid of one of these units of Equites, and then we'll march him
At your command.
double time, because
Faster, damn you
who knows
all.
what will happen shortly.
At once.
All the way up. Yep, and we're still alright, so that'll work.
Commander.
So Lebo looks like he's going to garrison in Sicily. He has been everywhere. He was up here in the Ligurian War, took Genoa, and Eulalia. Well, he didn't take Eulalia, we took Eulalia. But then he marched down to Corrales, and then over to Libyum, so he's got the premier fighting force, I'll give him that. But we got the bigger legion, so we'll see what happens. Speaking of which, well, next turn I'll take Potitius out of that. Since we healed our wounds. 2 rebel armies on Boston. There's gonna be a need to probably send a legion over there. And I think I know who. It may take him a while, but we can march through the Massilian lands. So I think we'll do that. Right, Lilybium is finally a Latin city.
How can I help?
Because we can. The name of... okay. Gnaeus Gabinius Rufus. Woof. Your general is seeking permission to sail down the Cloaca Maxima. Okay, that guy again. He likes doing that. Every time I prevent him, I get positive stuff out of it. Oh, here we are. Aurelius Miranda. I like his first name, Aurelius. That's cool. And we'll make you a military tribune too. Why not? Lilybium. Wow. Everything at Lilybium finished at the same time. Who knew? Alright, so... a farm, I think, would be useful. That would probably be the most useful building I could get there. So that's what I'll do for now.
Ready for orders. Advance.
Alright, and now I'll replace with Lentulus. Ooh. Drusus? That's a mean looking dude. We'll go with our guy though.
Ready for orders.
Hopefully he doesn't die again. Irritation. Alright, Roman Ballista. That'll give us the capacity to siege. Well, initiate it. Well, outside of ladders to initiate a siege. I don't know. Good enough. Ooh, we should probably get the Antiqua
Ready for battle.
over here
Is that all?
to do the same. And judging by that, everything looks pretty good here. So, keep our eye on Ibalsam for the time being. Indeed. Yeah, we're just gonna auto-resolve that because there's no way I'm gonna do as good as these guys got going on, so... I would enslave them. There's a lot of people. Captured 258, but we're just gonna kill them. Aetius is back. Angered by your refusal to back his plans, General chose to fund the spectacle himself. Again, public order perturbed thanks to Levo. That guy.
Ready for battle. Hold this at garrison.
Alright. Corrales and Abbasim. That'd be nice.
That's your command.
So, 3rd Primigenia. You're about to get experience in the Iberian Peninsula, so we'll march you up. And we're gonna go ahead for that because we wanted to. And that's doing alright. I think I'm going to build up
Ready for orders.
this force into the Soki army. So 2, 3, 4.
Good fighters.
1, 2, 3, 4. Those guys are expensive. Yeah, they are. Heh. They're as much as a Triari unit. Holy cow. About the hoplites are a little less. Still more than Principes. But I'm probably going to do some hoplites. 4 units of hoplites with this as well. And then some Tarentines. A unit of Equite Extraordinari. And for good fun, we'll probably put some gladiators in that army. That's gonna be a weird legion, but we'll deal with it.
Commander.
And the twins and Herculia. I don't know, that'll be a traditional legion. We don't need to do anything fancy or fun with it. Alright. I'm saying alright a lot today, for some reason. Wow.
Your
I'm
orders.
guessing there's a rebellion again in this place? I don't understand. I mean, I've got a lot of positive coming out of that. Strange. We'll see. And of course, as usually happens after a great war, consolidation takes time, so our ability to wage war is going to have to wait, unfortunately. So, probably no battles. Unless one of these factions decides to just start declaring war on me for random reasons. Thank you, Massilia. You were a good friend. I wonder if he wants an alliance now, considering. That would be pretty useful. Walter Sluicing. Regulus, where are you? Right there. Yep, that's definitely what I want.
At your command.
Now that I'm thinking about it, before I move any further off over here, what do we got? Carthage. Cartadash, just right there. Cordoba. Massilia won some military alliance.
Greetings, honored guest. I serve as
No.
my people's ears and tongue, listening and
And no
speaking
defensive
as will
alliance.
please.
Unreliable. Huh. They're at war with the Helvetii. That's the Skordiski. I thought that was an Illyrian faction. It's not. That is the Skordiski, and they are relatively big. Might be a good idea not to let that happen. They could hit them, and then have this massive coastline on the Adriatic. I might just pull to Arretium right here, or Arminium, whatever, and hold on this coastline for an invasion of their territory. I would have to march through Athens. See if the Athenians want.
Be welcome here, and speak as you wish,
Defensive alliance,
without
no.
fear of
Military
consequence
alliance,
or
no.
danger.
Missouri access? No. Dang.
Were I to lay awake all night, staring at the moon,
Why not?
my answer would
Chimerian?
still be a
Still don't want trade?
greetings. We are civilized.
Thought
My
about it.
people are
We'll
wealthy in
give you some money.
intellect, and do not need your goods to add to their material wealth.
That's all I'm
You
willing
would
to
not
give you. I don't
sell
want to get
much
more
in
than
our
that.
market.
I got Libya over here.
I greet you as befits your reputation.
Oh, you want that?
Now,
Wow.
friend, speak
Okay.
plainly, so that we may fall to haggling.
Yeah, offer me a payment. Will that help? We wanted one anyway. That'll work.
We can ask no more. Your proposal
Yeah, no,
is
you don't want that.
wise.
But that'll at least increase my capacity. Carthago Nova?
Greetings,
Trade.
friend. Let us use our...
Yay.
On behalf of my people,
There we
I
go.
accept.
We're building
The
up our
haggling
trade
is done,
empire now.
And we have...
Heh, Lusitani do not like me. Iberia. Okay. How about you? Neutral? I would give you something for that, but I'd prefer not to. Looks to me like that's really all we can do at the moment diplomatically. Next turn we'll build that up so we can get a navy again.
Ready for battle.
Alright, we'll go back here. Auxiliary hoplites. Soki Extraordinari. Tarentines. Why not? We'll just make a few of them. Spam them out. We're gonna go for that. Because I'd love to replace these with Onager, but for the time being, this will work. Well, we'll send him to our minimum, like I said, for now. Something tells me it might be a good idea. So, yeah, for now.
We hunger for battle.
Once that gets finished, well, that is pretty much as good as it's getting. I'd really like that to stabilize so I can move him back over here to Lilybium, and then I'll march that army under Libo all the way up here to Neapolis, get it some ballistae. That way all of our big legions have artillery. Quite the trade network in the Mediterranean, though. All these dotted lines traversing everywhere, so... At least for a few turns, a few seasons, perhaps even a few years, hopefully not a few decades, It would be a pleasant place to live in the ancient world. Pleasant time. No big wars. Republic is strong. Its armies are big. There's construction projects going on all over the place.
You are wise enough not to sit idly upon the bank, but to take the fish as it swims by.
You're cautious, but you're loyal, which would be nice. Yeah, I'll do it. Perhaps Pergamon will become a client friend of Rome. That would be neat. Claudia Culio, Sepios Roxolani are destroyed. Oh, good. Alright. Regulus, Kurdish population, Lilybium, Balsam, Corrales. Alright. Still gonna do Velites, I think. No, we're not. We're doing Auxiliary Beltas, because those are much better. And then we're doing... Oh. Wow. Okay, never mind. Well, we're not doing any gladiators in this army because we want to leave that last spot open. This one, however, we might. We'll do that. One of each. It'll take 2 turns, but meh. Okay. Those look good. Looks good. And we can build up our navy again, so 2, 3. Wow, look at all the Balearics and Iberian units here. This is a good spot to train up a fleet. What? We're getting rid of the Hemiolia, because that thing's outdated. These have levies on them. That's Iberian and Balearic. Balearics are better. Range 150 versus 150. 32 health, 32 health. So damage 29 to 20, so yeah. Go in 3 turns. That fleet will be up and going, full size, and hopefully we can make a suggestion to the Carthaginians that's in their best interest not to declare another war with us in the future for a while. But if they get a rogue general, say a person whose name rhymes with Babibel, then we will have to cover down on that. Probably go to war with everything we have, because if he is that infamous general, then that would be terrifying. And one of the mods does allow for historically placed generals. I mean, it sets them up somewhere randomized within the time period of their life, and they become available to factions. At least to you, I imagine to the AI's factions as well. In which case, he could actually be there. And I imagine his stats are terrifying as all get out. If they did it right. We'll see. Even the gods blush. Heh. Awesome. He's been there for a while. Who was that? Brutus. So it's my sailor. He's swearing like a sailor. How about that? Alright. Gladiator School. Guess we can. And it would be a good idea. Yep. Good idea. I assume I can't make any more agents. No. That's happening. Not a lot to do at the moment, except build up. My full legion here, let's move it up. Get it its ballista. These will be strong legions. That's my hope anyway. I'm still gaining a lot of money, which that's cool. I like that. Well, as in real life, my war with Carthage turned out to be extremely lucrative. Gained me some good territory and good trade relations. I imagine, though, if I end up in the middle of the other war, I'm probably going to have some problems. Oh, and look at that, the Illyrians are reasserting themselves in Illyria. Athens might lose its colony. If it does, then oh well. Prefer not to walk through my Greek friends' lands in order to conquer more land. Never mind. They were there and then they weren't. Yep, mass poisoning. Break. Alright. So there's that. Ooh. Stadium. That's all my money. What else am I spending it on, honestly? Could work on that army. But I probably won't. At least not for now. Yeah, we'll just go ahead and do it. And we'll march these guys back south. And we'll put the Gemina at Sicily. And we'll take our first Italica back up. Yeah, I think so. That'll be a strange, strange force. How old are our guys anyway? I'm curious. He's 33. He's gotta be 35 for the next level of stuff, so of course. He's 57. So he's still got some age to him before he goes old. And then 46 for my amazing admiral. And these other guys, he's at Corrales. Might be a good idea to have a marriage alliance with him. Doesn't cost me any senators, so... Well, that's cool. Auctoritas. I don't know what that means. I know some Latin. I don't know that word. Bibulus. Political animal. Praetorian Guard. He's got Praetorian Guard. That's pretty nice. He does have 198 gravitas for some reason, so yeah, we'll marry you. That's fine. There, have a wife. I wonder what kind of wife you got now. chorus wife. +5 to corruption. Oh, outstanding. And a gravitas per turn. So there goes my money. Ah, dang it. 5% faction wide. Gee, man, Christmas. That's a lot of negative.
We do not ask it lightly, but the gods favor it. An attack on these people would aid our cause.
No, I don't think so. I really don't. Carthage lost Gadira. +1 cunning. Critical success, I think, would be good here. Now that I don't have to worry about Jezebel for a while. That crazy spy. Alright. Next turn, we'll move him in, we'll move that guy out. I don't feel right about doing it until I get to that point. It might touch off them to double cross me. They don't like me despite the fact that they're trading with me. I kind of cause some bad blood amongst them. My fleet, however, is finished. And a pretty fleet it is. A lot of biremes and triremes. It's not as big as it could be, and should Carthage actually get their act together and have a massive fleet, which looks like they're not going to, because instead of creating the Chothon Harbor, they decided to go for Fishmonger. So, unless they have the Chothon Harbor at another city, which they may not, they are no longer a naval power. Okay. Probably not the best option to make there, Carthage, but alright. Well, I imagine with the next turn getting the Legion, the Gemina, over to Lilyvium, I'm probably going to stop it there. There's no battles in this one. It's all just peaceful building up.
One sacrifice is needed
They
on the
want me
altar
to
of
pay
our
them.
goodwill. I speak of gold, of course.
Yeah. About that, Athens. Lyciano. It does give me access to their lands, and I can go out against the Skordiski. I might do that, actually, and then force a war, have them come in. They are a client state of Macedon. It would be kind of nice to have a connection with these powers over here. I don't want to pay you, though. Well, no.
We are a mighty
You
people,
get a better price out of
well-versed
it.
in the
Could
uses
probably
of
try
wealth
and get
and
100, but
and so
it's
we
200
love
gold.
gold.
I'll be fine. And now we have an objective for next turn. Get started in an Illyrian colony. We will liberate the Illyrian lands, sort of, from the Skordisky hold. We will march through the lands of Athens, and we'll begin our eastward conquest. Of course, we need to still be mindful of Massilia. It's big. It worries me, because they are not reliable, apparently. They seek to adopt a character. Nero, stop the adoption. I don't want that. There goes all my money this turn, pretty much.
Commander? Ready for orders. March until your feet bleed, then march some more. That's your command.
Alright. Problem with all my alrights. It's annoying, I notice them, I know. I'm trying to think about not saying them about that. Hopefully it's not too annoying. Cool. Well, let's start our
Make haste, men.
invasion, shall we?
Is that all?
Forces are amassing at Patavium for a strike out through Athenian lands towards the Skordisky. Let's see if we can get in alliance with Athens or something.
Greetings, friend. Greetings. Will you have wine, fine olives, or agreeable talk?
All of my money. You want all my money? No?
You serve your people
Screw you
well.
then.
I give you welcome.
Defensive alliance?
Let Zeus
No.
and all the gods.
About Macedon. What do you want?
I am honored to greet such an ambassador of such worthy people. My ears
About
tingle
military access?
with anticipation.
No.
Simple.
Should would tell me who is in charge of that faction right now, because that would be kind of a neat little deal. I know in Attila they do that. Looks like Carthage may be thinking of warring against me again. They're getting themselves back in shape, I see. And, well, we will continue to adhere to the old adage of Carthago delenda est. Carthage must be destroyed. But we will have to wait on that, partially because I want to. We will begin with this force. Start building it up. So, well, we're going to leave it there for now. Not a lot happened, obviously. We got the Pacem Mediterraneum right now, or Mediterranean peace. Carthage is going to possibly be able to rebound. It's gotten a breather, but it's lost a lot of its Mediterranean trade territory. We have increased our trade relations with powers throughout the Mediterranean, especially the Western Mediterranean. We've become the powerhouse of that, even though Massilia is still a danger. It's big enough it might cause a problem later on. The Skordisky appear to have been the responsible party for destroying the Illyrian city-states and securing a empire there, while Athens has secured at least one of those ports after it rebelled from the Skordisky and created a colony out of it. Also, oddly enough, giving me headway into their land. Since now I know they're a Celtic faction that took over Illyrian lands, I don't feel quite so bad about going to war with them right away. And if that happens, well, I will secure a couple of territories, perhaps even make the Skordisky a client state. holding on to their last remaining province along the Danube. That's assuming that that is their last remaining province, but I think it is. I imagine my incursion into Balkan territory is probably not going to set well with Macedon or with the other Greek city-states, so it may damage my relations with them. But if so, so be it. Eventually we got to declare war and conquer them as well. But, for all intents and purposes, we're ready to go. Libo will not take part in this war. He will stay put, garrisoning in Italy against any kind of incursions from Gaul. Hopefully there are none. I really don't want him to gain more glory, but he seems to be the one who lucks out. The gods fortune him for now. But, at least as far as our plans are concerned, Lentulus is going to push out with 2 legions and conquer the territories in Illyria next time. Till then, I'll see you later.